What are salamanders? Facts. Live. Salamander, an amphibian animal that lives in water and on land, and is of the order of caudate amphibians. Its length varies from several centimeters to 1.5 meters. It has 4 legs, front and rear limbs of equal length, and a long tail. The water is the place where the salamander lays its eggs to hatch in the form of larvae with gills like fish. The salamander lays its eggs in the water, which hatch into larvae that live in the water and have gills like fish. When they grow up and reach the age of puberty, they live on land after their general shape has completely changed and become like a lizard through its skin. Some of them still have gills in the adult stage. Some salamanders that grow and survive in water are salamanders and are amphibious, and these salamanders are poisonous. European terrestrial salamander, Salamander maculosa. These animals are the ancestors of the vertebrates that live on Earth and are one of the oldest living vertebrates. Its origins date back about 150 million years to the Jurassic period, and it clearly shows the transformation of aquatic life into fauna, and it includes about 380 species. They are daytime sleeping animals, and many myths have been woven around them. In fact, the name salamander is derived from Greek, meaning little lizards, as they believed they were capable of living. Its attributes. The adult salamander's body is slender and elongated, with a long tail. Most are gray, and some have bright yellow, red, or orange colors. The length of most of them varies between 10 and 15 centimeters, but the smallest salamander reaches a length of 2.7 centimeters, and the length of the Japanese salamander can reach about 1.5 m. The skin of the salamander is equipped with glands that secrete a mucus substance, which prevents the skin from drying out when the animal is on land. There are other glands in the skin that secrete toxic substances. And these species are usually brightly colored species. Male salamanders, in general, secrete olfactory pheromones that play an important role in preparing for mating and mating. They are cold-blooded animals, like other frogs, which means that their body temperature remains close to the temperature of the environment in which they live. In cold periods, these animals burrow into the ground or stay at the bottom of ponds and lakes, where they stagnate. The intestines breathe with lung-like sacs, and their moist, permeable skin uses an additional source of oxygen. Some of them obtain the necessary oxygen through gills that remain prominent on both sides of the head, as in frog tadpoles, or through the mucous membrane of their oral cavity. Proliferation and environment. Salamanders are distributed throughout the world with the exception of Antarctica and Australia. They are found on the American continent from Canada to northern South America. They are also found in Europe, in the Mediterranean regions, in Africa and in Asia, notably in Japan and Taiwan. Many of them inhabit damp forests, taking refuge in cracks, leaves, fallen logs, and other remains. Some of them frequent water and land, and others are either pure water, spending their lives in rivers and streams, or in the water of caves. As for the tropical types, they live a purely aerial life among shrubs and trees. Its food. Most salamanders are carnivores, feeding on tadpoles, frogs, and other vertebrates, snails, worms, insects, and slugs, some even eating fish. They locate their prey by smell, and grab it by opening their mouths in the water and inhaling the water that carries the prey. Many of them live alone, waiting for the opportunity to eat prey. As soon as these are within reach of the salamander, it releases its sticky tongue towards it and sticks it on. Some tropical species can release their tongue up to 80% of their body length. 1. Most salamanders live during the day and are active at night, and some are active during the day but hide in the shade of shrubs and in damp areas of forests in hot weather. Others are only active during certain wet seasons, and during the warm seasons they go into hibernation.